weakest weapon on this list is. But anyways, guys, let's get into it. This is 10 melee weapons that you are glad are illegal. Coming in at number 10, we have a classic, which are brass knuckles. Now, if you don't know what brass knuckles are, they're banned in many countries. Essentially, they are for enhancing the lethality of your fist. So there's 4 holes that each one of your fingers go through, and on the top of it, where your fist would normally
Hey guys, we're gonna be
somebody,
doing top 10 deadliest weapons that you are glad are illegal. So we're gonna try to get 20 likes today, and comment in the chat below if you have any questions about the video or anything like that. Now let's get on with the video. Hope you enjoy it.
Are illegal in Austria, Belgium, Bosnia, Canada, Croatia, Cyprus, Germany, France, Hungary, Israel, Malaysia, the Netherlands, Norway, Poland, Portugal, Spain, Turkey, the US, Greece, and Singapore, but are actually legal in the United States. The only stipulation with them is that in many places they are actually banned to carry. So you can have it as like a collector's item, but you're just not allowed to actually go and walk around with it. Number 9, the karambit knife. So if there's any CSGO players here, you guys are going to recognize this one. The karambit is this hooked knife that is very, very lethal and deadly due to this hook. Now, it's not used if you were going to attack someone or you're just in a self-defense situation, like a normal knife where you would stab, but it's more of a slashing or hooking motion. And the thing that, again, makes this so deadly is it's not just a straight knife that would go into you, but it actually is like this, almost like a talon, right? It's hooked. So when you would cut someone, it would do massive, massive damage. Now, some karambits are also used to be designed in a hammering motion. So instead of coming up or from the side, you would actually hammer down on them like you would hold a hammer. As with most knife legislation, the karambit knife is illegal in very many places just due to its lethality as well as its long length. Number 8, the BC-41. Now, this weapon is a specific type and model of this specific brand of weapon, which is more broadly basically a combination of a dagger and brass knuckle. So what it is it's a dagger weapon that was used during World War II by the British commandos for close combat. It's a very, very unique weapon though, because not only is it a knife, but the handle is styled like a brass knuckle, so that not only can you stab people and cut them, but if they get too close, you can also punch them with the same lethality of brass knuckles. Now, since brass knuckles are already illegal as well as long knives in very many countries, these sort of weapons are obviously illegal in a lot of places of the world. The BC-41 is one specific model of this weapon. However, even to this day, new models have been made, and they are extremely, extremely deadly. Number 7, the switchblade or butterfly knife. Now, switchblade and butterfly knives are very unique, however, are also illegal in many places of the world. Basically, what these knives are is they use gravity or a spring or centrifugal force to open up, and that's essentially what makes them illegal, is that this type of knife they're very dangerous just the way they open up, as well as they're typically longer, bigger knives that in most places of the world are illegal. Again, if you're a CSGO player, you're probably familiar with the butterfly knife, as they are very cool, but they're so dangerous that they are made illegal in many places. Number 6, hand claws. Now, I don't know if you guys know what hand claws are, but just judging by the name of these, they sound like they should be illegal, and they are illegal for good measure. So there's different kinds of these, but the good example are the Ninja Shuko hand claws, which basically it's like a glove that fits over you, and in your palm you have these like little sort of claws that can be used very easily for offense. Now, the other version of these, which are the more lethal, more legal versions, are basically your like Wolverine claws. So it's like a glove that goes over your hand, and there's like knives that come out from the front of it. So they're very, very illegal, obviously. They're super, super weird, and I don't know, I've seen these across the internet a lot, I've seen these in other videos, and there's something that I don't even know why would you would buy these, or why would you have them, but what I do know is I'm glad that they're illegal. Number 5, the nunchaku, also known as nunchucks. Now, nunchucks are basically 2 very hard pieces of wood or metal attached by a rope or chain. And the way you use them is like in a flailing motion. The thing with nunchucks though is they're actually legal in many places of the world, including Norway, Canada, Russia, Poland, Chile, and Spain. Now, I didn't realize that these are illegal, but they're illegal for two reasons. Number one, if you are skilled with these weapons, they are incredibly lethal. I mean, just imagine one of these smashing into your head. The other reason that they're illegal, though, which is kind of funny, is that they're also a danger to the user. If you're not experienced with these, it's very easy to swing it around and have it come up and hit yourself in the face. And for that reason, in certain countries of the world, nunchucks have been made illegal. Number 4, the chain whip. Okay, now this is a weapon that just by the name, you can tell is a bad idea. I was looking up these weapons online, and the only place I could find where they sell these are in the United States. However, they've been banned in California, Maryland, and New York. Now, the chain whip is exactly how it sounds. So it's basically like you have a handle, and it's like a normal whip, right? Where you would like crack a whip, right? The thing that makes this so deadly and so unique is it actually has metal blades along the ends of it, and instead of being a leather whip, it's made of chain. So I just like, why would you need this? A chain whip? Like, yeah, okay, this is my self-defense weapon. No, this is a stupid weapon, but it is so deadly if you were actually to come across with someone that had this. I am very glad that this one has been made illegal. Number 3, extendable taser batons. Yeah, you heard me. Lightning rod beating sticks. Okay, so in the world, there are various legislations on tasers. Okay, I think tasers for the most part are typically legal, but as they start getting more crazy and more advanced, they start to get illegal. So like stun guns, for example, in certain places tend to be illegal, unless you're obviously like a police officer or something like that. However, the extendable taser baton is the most deadly version of the taser. So it's a baton, right? It's one of those extendable batons, which at least in Canada, I know are already illegal. The thing that makes this even crazier is it's a baton, right? Like it's gonna break your legs if you hit someone hard enough with it. But you know, why stop there? Let's add electricity to it. So it's a taser that you can beat people with. Yeah, I'm gonna take a pass on that one. Number 2, the ballistic knife. Okay, so this is a little bit of a weird one to throw on here, I know, because if you know what a ballistic knife is, it's basically a knife gun. But the reason I'm putting on this list is it's got a hidden ability. You know, it packs a punch, if you will. Okay, the ballistic knife actually shoots the knife. So you press a trigger on it, you aim it, and the knife that was once solid in its handle comes flying out the front and goes in the direction of where you shot it. Yeah, that sounds really, really safe. I'm gonna take a hard pass on ballistic knives. Knives are bad enough. Guns are even more dangerous. So why do we need a knife gun? And coming in at number 1 on our list of 10 melee weapons you are glad don't exist in real life, we have the Microtech Jagged Commando Knife. Now, if you've ever watched a video on melee weapons before, knives before, you've probably heard of this thing because it is notorious and infamous for its lethality. So what separates the Jagged Commando Knife from every other knife is it doesn't have one blade, it doesn't have 2, but it actually has 3 spiraling blades which form a tip at the end of it. This thing is very lethal. Now, because it is so dangerous, the production of this knife has to be restricted, obviously. Injuries caused by this knife are made with the intention to rip the victim's body, that take time and effort for the doctors to be able to close with an injury. So how it works is it's not like a simple knife that just goes in and out and it's like a line of a cut. It would actually go in and twist, and this makes a very, very open and jagged wound, which again, it's not just a simple line that you stitch up, but it's completely opening a hole in the body as it twists in and then you pull it out, and oh man, this thing is crazy. And again, I'm sure you guys have seen this on other videos, but it's just something that is so lethal, I could not put it in at number 1. So anyways, guys, that is going to be the video for today. I hope you enjoyed this one. Again, if you want to enter our giveaway for the silver play button, all you got to do is subscribe to the channel, comment down below what you think the craziest knife or weapon on this list was. Personally, I'm a fan of the ballistic knife just because I like Call of Duty. But anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching. I will see you later. Peace out, you frickin' nerds.